Okay, welcome back to the Tower Taylor Garage. We're doing a little work here on our newest trailer, the Wacker LTN-6. We've called it Yoda after the Star Wars character. It has kind of a bald, round head and it's gray, so that was our attempt at naming. This one got a few things today. We found a control panel for it. We made a homemade one, but the homemade one didn't take into account the glow plugs, which are 45 amps, hard to switch, oil pressure, and running temperature. So I found one, had a false start. The first one, there's two different kinds of plugs, and these are the 3-row square ones, and the service manual for the engine, correct serial number, says it is a 2-row oval one. So I now have a control panel that I can't do anything with. I'll have it on eBay, try and get rid of it. That one I found on eBay, and we have it going. Everything else is looking pretty good. The battery was dead this morning, but it charged right up, so I think things are looking fine and dandy here. We did some mods to the top of the mast. We took off the top two lights. We put on a very sturdy 1.5-inch hot rolled square tubing, essentially mast, and this can hold a beam and a rotator. And we're going to put a rack in here, some kind of a little shelf for the switch, and we've got a little pulley here for the dipole. We've got a 3/8 20 or 3/8 24 antenna mount. Now we put one of our famous 3 dB Wi-Fi. Now this one I messed up. It has 3 end connectors instead of 6 little whatever the other kind of plugs are. So I'm going to have to use it for some of the Ubiquity bullets that have the end connectors, and or get some different adapters. And that's pretty much it for what's happening here. We've got plenty of fuel. We tried our hand at putting a replacement overflow bottle on there, and that's pretty much it for the projects here on Yoda. We got the license sticker on it. Orange Now Black is standing by for its trip to Hams in the Park. It's going to be in charge of Wi-Fi and some mesh and some cameras. Oh, and I have to show off our newest invention. We put a special, and I think it comes from India. These Sportsman dual fuel generators are super duper noisy, but we put this, I'm going to say it's a motorbike or motor scooter muffler from India. It even has this cute chrome tip on it. Quiets it down to the point where the muffler and the valve noise are about the same, and it's about the same as the diesels now. So that was a cool thing, and we used some of that Walker, I think it's 40,000 1-inch tubing and some hose clamps, and we are really good to go with that. And then I've also been running the solar panels. I have to split the solar panels so that right now they're going into one battery, and I have to split them where one goes into each battery. But right now the batteries have been sitting at 13.4, which is better than 12.4 where they were all winter. So then one more thing I want to show off. We got a spare generator assembly. It's a pancake that came out of the big white generator, which has now been sold, and that's what they look like inside. There's the bearing in the back. Again, we had one that blew up a main bearing and kind of wore out the bearing housing, so I don't know how this one's going to be. We think this was probably okay because it the engine, the Kubota, had a burned out cylinder, and it's 4 wires. So we got your green for your ground, your white for your neutral, and your red and black, which are the two 120 volt circuits, and you can bind them together for 240. This is the control panel. We don't need the control panel, and it's got again circuit breakers for the main breaker, circuit breaker for the 3-wire 240, and the 120 volt 20 amp, as well as the engine controls. Again, we're not going to need hardly any of that. I'm probably just going to put a one of those 4-wire 240 connectors on the pancake, and the theory is we're going to put that possibly in little white that has a burned out generator. And I wish I knew how to weld, really weld. I can weld a little bit. I could make a new pipe here. I have one that's clamped on, but you have to put a bead of weld between this little circular deal and the 2-inch 1/8 or 2-inch 1/4 hot rolled square tubing. Right, our setup is functional, but kind of a Rube Goldberg. So that's it for the. And you can just kind of peek in here. We have the other 3 trailers are just kind of hanging out, waiting for their next assignment. Little White is headed to the field day in down at Telarc at the Legion. I believe it's the Legion Club. And Jolly Green Generator and Dice are just chilling there in the back. And they have a new brother/sister arriving tomorrow, and more about that when that one arrives. Thanks, everybody. We'll talk to you later.